Hey everyone, and welcome to Isms by Josie. Today we're going to be doing week number 5 for my NFL special giveaway. For my returning subscribers, thank you so much for tuning in. And for my new viewers, please consider subscribing, share, hit that like button, leave a comment below, and click on that notification bell for future videos. So today, you guys, we are doing week number 5 for our special giveaway. I thought it'd be real fun to incorporate the NFL season. And as I know, we are not all following sports at times, but I thought this would just be a silly way to do a giveaway. So what we have for you is 18 weeks of the NFL season. And each week I'll be posting a video on Tuesdays showcasing 2 teams from the NFL, and you have to pick whether or not these teams are going to win or lose. So I'll keep a tally of all the correct answers, and whomever makes the most correct picks for the season will win my special giveaway. There's going to be 2 winners actually. One is going to be a nail winner, and then the other winner is going to be a craft winner. I probably should asterisk this to be, anything other than nail related, because I do have viewers that watch that like different things and not necessarily nails or crafts. So let's just leave the second winner open to whatever it is they like. But there will be 2 winners. You have to be publicly subscribed, and every week on Tuesday and Wednesday you have the opportunity to comment below who your picks are going to be, whether or not they're going to win or lose. And following the game, a short time after the game, I will post on my channel just the standings. I have everybody on a field. I can add your YouTube icon to identify your votes, and you'll move down the line on the field, and you just have to reach the other end, or at least be in the lead for the other end. Okay, so for today's video, we are going to be showcasing the Seahawks, and that was how many videos ago? I don't know why I even said that. All right, blast from the past. This week, we are going to be showcasing the LA Rams and the San Francisco 49ers. So 2 Californian teams. So anybody that's residing in California, this one's for you. So I always want to talk a little bit about each team. This is a longer video because there's more art on these sets. So I never really have too much information about it, but we're just going to dive in and talk a little bit about them. So now, let's start with the LA Rams, of course. If you're wondering, their current quarterback is Matthew Stafford. I particularly have a fond for the LA Rams because of Matthew Stafford. I think when I was watching back in the day, when I was following Peyton Manning, I did kind of take an eye at the Lions, and Matthew Stafford had been on there for quite some time and could never just get a win with them. So since being on the Rams, obviously they've won the Super Bowl before, so I'm really glad that had happened. But anyway, so he is the current quarterback, and luckily these 2 teams are playing on a Thursday, so they'll either play Thursday, Saturday, Sunday, or Monday, but I'll always let you know when the game is, so you can always check the next day if they won or not. But these 2 teams are playing each other Thursday. And so the LA Rams are part of the NFC West. They play in their division with the 49ers, the Seahawks, and the Cardinals. And currently, they are in 3rd place in their division. However, there's still a lot of weeks left to go, so this can always change. Alright, so as you know, their mascot, I guess, or logo is the Rams. It's evolved over time. So now if you don't see it, this LA obviously stands for Los Angeles. And that little swoosh is supposed to kind of be the horn of the A, kind of implying it's a ram. So at any rate, they play in SoFi Stadium. This is located in Inglewood, California. So I always find it interesting how teams are called certain things. Like here in New Jersey, we have the New York Giants and New York Jets. However, they play in New Jersey, so they should be New Jersey Giants and New Jersey Jets. But New York just likes to consume everything, don't they? Anyway, all right, so that's that for the Rams. Now we have a bit to go before I talk about the Niners. So let's talk about this giveaway. So what happened was when I had reached my 3,000 subscribers, not only was I elated and shocked because I never thought I would get this far, but I did a giveaway for that. I had one at 1,000, had one at 2,000. I had no intention on doing another one, at least another big one, until maybe 5,000. But I guess I was just really happy and excited, of course. So I did hold a 3,000 subscriber giveaway. And I did, again, pick 2 winners, 1 nail winner, 1 craft winner. And so what happened was the winner for the nails ended up being overseas. So I was going to give all this stuff that I have. So I decided to just buy something online and have it shipped to where they were, because I was a little PTSD with the last shipment I sent. For some odd reason, even though I had marked it as a gift, they ended up charging on the other side of customs, which was just so embarrassing to me because, it wasn't a giveaway, it was a birthday. So yeah, I was through my membership. If you are a tier 2 member, you get an annual birthday gift. So I was doing that, and I was just so embarrassed because they charged, and I tried calling even before I shipped it, and I talked to people at the post office just to make sure that they wouldn't do that, and no one really had any clear answers. And sure enough, they charged. So I really didn't want to go through that again. So I just ended up buying and sending the giveaway. Oh, yeah. So the PTSD was from the birthday present sending. And so for the 3K giveaway, I ended up ordering online for them. Okay. Now track it back to now. Well, this is open, so it could be another international ship. Well, I'm just banking on it not happening again, just because I throw it up on a wheel, or maybe, there will ultimately be one nail winner out of this, and not like, if there's a tie, I'm hoping for not a tie, but I'm really hoping for a lot of things here. But the odds, of another international might be low, because I don't have too many international viewers, but we'll see. I'll figure it out. Maybe I'll just bite the bullet and send it all over anyway. But yeah, so I thought it would be cool to do something with the stuff that I didn't end up giving away and giving it away in this giveaway. So, but it is an 18-week giveaway, so you're just going to have to, buckle down for a few weeks, and hopefully you'll get it. So there's going to be a bunch of goodies for each winner, 1 nail winner and 1 whatever else winner. They'll be getting goodies, they'll be getting a gift card, and they'll be getting a 1-hour session with me via StreamYard. You can look that up. So it's basically like a meeting hub. You can place your phone to show only the projects you're working on, or you can just do audio, and we can talk about any issues that you may have with nails, with your channel, with crocheting, knitting, what have you. So I thought that that would be a really cool twist to my giveaways. This is going to be the first one where I'll add a meeting, and it's indefinite. You can use it. It's 1 hour, and you can use it such as long as I'm here doing this channel. So I thought that would be a big help. All right, now moving on to this team. We are working with the San Francisco 49ers. And I did kind of like this team with Joe Montana back in the day, but you know, that was such a while back. In case you're wondering, their current quarterback is Brock Purdy. So I don't know how many Niner fans are out there, but yeah, not too bad. All right, so if you missed it from what I said earlier, the 49ers are part of the NFC West, and they play with the Rams, the Seahawks, and the Cardinals. And currently, they're in first place in their division. Again, it's so early on that anything could change. But yeah, it's interesting because last week I just did the Seahawks and Cardinals, which is why it was probably fresh in my head, the Seahawks. But so ironically enough, last week's video and this week's are all in the same division. So that's kind of cool. And in case you're wondering, division is just like there's different separate regions for the league, and they try to clump them however they clump them together. And so that's why I say they're part of a division, and each division has standings. So they're first, the 49ers are first in their group. So all right, so now the 49ers play in Levi Stadium, and that is located in Santa Clara, California. The only Santa Clara I know is the TV show with Drew Barrymore in it, and I haven't seen it. It would be great to be able to go to all these stadiums. I am typically enjoy live sports. So if I can go to a live sport at any chance, I'm all for it. But unfortunately, that's very pricey. I think, you know, in my youth, oh my gosh, why do I talk like that? A years back, I used to watch my teams live if they were local as much as I possibly can. So that was always a fun pastime. But anyway, this was somewhat difficult. Their logo here is the SF in a circle, San Francisco, which is crazy because it's in Santa Clara. But again, it's one of those things, you know, of course they have no control of where they can play, because that, where they built the stadium has to deal with a lot of governmental decisions, on top of what they want to do, how much they want to spend. So it's kind of funny when they're not where they say they're supposed to be, but I kind of get it. But anyway, so their logo is the S and F inside a circle, and I've got this red background going on here, and it is lined with the gold, but I did put on that beautiful, beautiful chrome glitter that I'm going to use as my gold rim, and then I'm going to do a black outline around that. So we do have a bit of ways to go before this video is up, but I'd like to know, and I'm curious if anybody here, you know, watches sports or at least knows of them, or if we're just in it for the giveaway, and that's quite all right. I know I'm trying to introduce something different into this channel, but it's always good to learn a little tidbit, because I always found, you know, I grew up kind of a tomboy, so I did a lot of you know, stereotypical guy things like sports and watching sports. So I had kind of like a leg up on what was going on whenever there's conversations. But I always found as a female things that I didn't know, because I didn't know it all. I thought it would be better to educate myself more on this whole sports thing so that I can have more conversations with whomever watches sports, stereotypically guys. So, and it's always benefited me somehow. So if there's anything that you can take away from these videos is at least the team, what division they play in, their current standings, and who the quarterback is, and at least what stadium they play in. I mean, that's not really too much information to kind of retain if you can. But yeah, I don't know. I don't know. But I think, hubby is doing his own sports channel. I think eventually he's going to get into sports talk. So that's a lot more to learn there if you're ever curious. But yeah, and his channel is featured on my channel. So if you go to my home tab, scroll all the way down, I have my featured channels that I promote. And obviously his is one of them. All right, so here I'm just writing the state, drawing the state, and then putting the 49ers because it's always SF everywhere. And every now and then you'll see the 49ers number, but I wanted to see it, so I just put it in the location of where their stadium would be. So the rest of the nails I was going to leave bare, but I said, you know what, why don't we go and make the rest of the nails look like the helmet. So if you see them play, they have a gold helmet with a red band and then a white band in the middle. So I thought, okay, let's just do that with these because I they're beautiful on their own, but I wanted them to be a little bit more designed and have something going on there. So I was going to put this on a diagonal and make it look a little artsy-fartsy, but I feel like for the first few weeks of this special giveaway, I've done the standard, glitter ombre in an angle. So I was really fighting to not do that here because I think it would match everything that I was doing in the previous weeks. But I really wanted to give that helmet vibe. So if you ever watch them play, these nails here look just like their helmet, except the helmet is not glittery. It's gold. They've got more like of a metallic gold, and these nails have a glitter chrome. So anyway, I'll probably touch base with this again towards the end of the video, but I forgot to mention in the beginning that all these nails are going to end up on my Etsy. I do have a link for that in the description box below. Every week that I do these nails, I've tried to keep up with posting them on Etsy, and I've been, ever since my business trip, I have not been able to catch up. So, but in saying that, if there's any of the team sports that you like here, always check back every now and then on my Etsy, and they should eventually all be posted on there. So here's the end result for the LA Rams nails. I love this set actually, just because that background has the reflective glitter and it's just super ultra beautiful. And I did kind of like this scrolls filigree in a formation of a ram horn. So I thought that was kind of cool, and the colors are just, it works so well and it pops out of that background and it doesn't really get overshadowed by the reflective glitter. So I really like that. Now for this nail, we have the California State on here with that reflective glitter. So I love it. It's nice and subtle. And then I found a yellow rhinestone to put in the location of where the SoFi Stadium would be. That's pretty much been standard for all my sets, which is different from what you saw from the 49ers, but that's okay. And again, here's the logo with the letter A turning into a ram. And I did that ombre with the yellows, and it came out pretty well. So overall, like I said, I really like this set. It's clear that it's LA Rams. So hopefully you like this set. All right. And here is the San Francisco 49ers. Oh, already you can see those 3 nails. To me, because I kind of watched, it does look like their helmets minus the glitter. But I love this set. I don't know which one I like more, because me and my bling, I just love it. This was one of my labors of love here with those letters. I really like how it came out. We have the SF in that red circle. We have the black outline there. So if you ever end up looking at their logo, you would find that it looks pretty similar. So again, I'm pretty happy with it. And then here's our helmet nail. And since like these nails are just super glossy and so smooth, I mean, it does kind of give this like, helmet vibe to it, because it's also a little curved. But last but not least, we have our accent nail. And again, I didn't do the rhinestone. I put 49ers instead. I did a black and then put some white in between to give it that cheating outline. If you ever want to try to outline something and it's so tiny, just put the black in the bottom and then you put the lighter color on top. And you have to obviously make it thinner than the black, and then it gives you this automatic outline. Because outlining something that small, I would have done a hot mess with. But yeah, so those are the set, you guys. I hope you've enjoyed this video. Again, eventually I'm going to be posting all of these up on my Etsy. And then don't forget to enter into my giveaway. Must be publicly subscribed, and voting ends the end of Wednesday Eastern Time. I'd like to take this opportunity to thank my Josieism Tier 2 members. Thank you so much, Sandra Sparkly Sets. Go check her channel out. As well as thank you so much, Conjure Up Nails. Go check her channel out. I also wanted to thank all my Josieism members. If you'd like to become a member, go check out the perks today. And I also wanted to thank all of my viewers. I greatly appreciate all your support.